Lesson 7. Today we're going to talk about the ke'ara, or the Seder plate, which you put at your table for Pesach, for your Seder. Here's a picture of our Seder plate. Let's look at it together. On the Seder plate, we have different items, and they all represent different foods. We have 6 items on our Seder plate. Can you count to 6 with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's count the ones on the plate. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to sing a song to help us remember all the different items on the Seder plate. Okay, are you ready to sing with me? Okay, here are all the food items on my Seder plate. I have 6 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First in our song, we're going to sing about number 1. That's karpas. Karpas is celery. Karpas green, number 1. That's 'cause springtime has begun. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Next, we'll sing about charoset. Charoset is sweet, and it looks kind of like glue. It's like made out of fruit, and it's all mushed together, and it reminds us of how we put bricks together, and it tastes really sweet. Charoset is number 2. Sweet like freedom, good for you. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Next, we're going to sing maror. Maror is number 3, and it tastes bitter. Maror is number 3. Bitter herbs for memory. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Next, we have the bones, zeroah. Zeroah teaches us all about the story of Pesach. Zeroah is number 4, for it's marking on the Pesach door. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Next, we're going to do the egg, beitza. Beitza is number 5. It's so good to be alive. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Hazeret is often lettuce, and it's kind of like bitter herbs, like the maror. They both taste bitter. Chazeret is number 6. We remember how hard we worked with bricks. For it's Pesach now, how do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. So those are all the different things on our ke'era, or our Seder plate. So keep it on your head, and remember, you will see it on your ke'era when you have Pesach with your family. Okay, so now I'm going to make my own Seder plate that I can have and I can look at and I can maybe use. I don't know, that I can maybe use. So I need a paper plate. I have 6 paper cups. If you have cupcake liners, those would be even better, but I only have paper cups, so that's what I'm going to use. I have glue, and I have markers. And I have my pictures of everything that's on the Seder plate to help me use for a reference. So I'm going to keep this on the table right here. So this is how we're going to do it. Let's do it together. Come on. So first, I'm going to cut out the bottom of these paper cups because that's what I'm going to use as each part of my Seder plate. You can use cupcake liners, and if you use cupcake liners, then you don't even need to worry about it. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut around, and I'm going to cut all the way around the cup like this. And I'm going to cut it out so that I have little, like, sections that I can put on my Seder plate. So I want it to look like this. So I'm going to go cut out all 6 so that I have spots for my 6 items on my Seder plate, okay? Okay, so now I have my 6 sections, and my 6 sections will match each of these. And I'm going to eventually put it on my paper plate like this, and that's how I'm going to make my Seder plate, or my ke'era. But first, I I want to decorate my plate. So I'm going to take out my markers and I'm going to decorate my plate. I'll write Ke'ara on it, and I might write Seder Plate. I could write Pesach. Here, I'm going to write Pesach. How do you spell Pesach? In English, you spell it with a P, E, S, A, C, H. Pesach. These markers don't work very well on my plate. I might need to go get better markers. Pesach. You know what? I'm going to use some paint. See, we always learn after we do projects what works and what doesn't, and we can always try new things. So I'm going to go get some paint, and I'm going to paint my paper plate. If your markers work for your paper plate, then you can just use that. So as you can see, I went and I got some paint, and I put something under my work surface so that I don't make a mess. And I got a couple brushes that I have. So first, I'm going to write the word Pesach using my paint. I'm going to be very careful. I don't want to make a big mess. Although messes are always okay to make sometimes, as long as you what? As long as you clean it up. So I'm going to write the word Pesach using my paint. I like the color blue. That's my favorite color, so I'm going to use blue. Pesach. Now what else can I put on my plate to decorate it on my Ke'ara? I could write Pesach in Hebrew, which is Pei Samech Chet. Get some more paint so you can see it. Chet. And there's my Samech and my Pei. So now it says Pesach. Now I'm going to keep decorating my plate, and I'll show you when I'm done, and then I will wait for it to dry. So I'm going to keep working, and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so this is what I painted. I wrote the word Pesach in English and Hebrew, and I drew flowers and leaves because Pesach happens in the spring. Now I'm going to go clean up my plate and my paints and my brushes, and I'm going to leave a nice space for this to dry so that I can work on the next part. So now while my plate is over there drying, I'm going to start working on my little sections. So I need one for each different part of the Ke'ara. So first I'm going to do the egg. I'm going to use a yellow and orange to draw my egg. Eggs are shaped like a circle or an oval. And they're a little bit orangey and yellowy or white, but I don't have white because, you know, the cup is white. So I'm going to make an egg like this way. It's going to be an orangey yellow egg. Okay. Here's my beitza. Now I'm going to color each of the different parts of the Seder plate. The maror, the karpas, the charoset, the chazeret, and the zeroah. And then when I'm done, I'll move on to the next step. And I have to wait for my plate to dry. So I'm going to get to work on that, and then I'll show you all when I'm done. Okay, so I finished each part of my Seder plate, of my Ke'ara. Here's my beitza, my egg. Here's my maror and my chazeret. They're both different types of leaves, so I used green for both of them. This is my karpas, my celery. I did like a green stick with some yellow around it, which is kind of what celery looks like. Here's my charoset. Charoset is made with dates, and it can be like purpley, red, and brown. And my zeroah, my bone. So I drew a bone. Now, when my plate is dry, I'm going to add it on, but we're going to have to wait. So I'll be back soon. Okay, so now that my paint is just about dry, I'm going to take my little sections from my Ke'ara and put it around the word Pesach and glue it on. I'm going to use my picture for reference. Let me get it. So here's my picture. So I see the zeroah goes on the top, and then I can put karpas, chazeret, and maror, Now I'm going to take my glue, make sure it's open, put some glue. I'm going to have to cover up my flowers, but that's just the way it is. It's okay. There are flowers all around the plate. You can decorate the whole plate if you want. And I'm going to glue it on, right onto the plate. And then I have my ke'ara. And you can make your own at home. It's really easy to make, isn't it? When I'm done, we can sing the song together using my ke'ara, okay? So I'm going to work on this and I'll be done in a few minutes. So here's my ke'ara, my Seder plate. And now I'm going to sing my song. Are you ready to sing with me? Karpas green, number 1. That's 'cause springtime has begun, for it's Pesach now. How do we celebrate? What is on our Seder plate? Next is charoset. Where's my charoset? Right here. Charoset is number 2. Sweet like freedom, good for you, for it's Pesach now. How do we celebrate? See what's on your Seder plate. Next we have maror. Maror is my romaine lettuce or my escarole, depending on who you are. Maror is number 3. Bitter herbs for memory, for it's Pesach now. How do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Here's my zeroah, my shank bone. Zeroah is number 4. It's for marking on the door, for it's Pesach now. How do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. Next we have beitza, my egg. Beitza is number 5. It's so good to be alive, for it's Pesach now. How do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. And finally, my chazeret, my lettuce leaf. Chazeret is number 6. We remember how hard we worked with bricks, for it's Pesach now. How do we celebrate? See what's on our Seder plate. So see, here's my Seder plate. I hope you get a chance to make your own and you can show me in your pictures. I'm so excited to see. Shalom Yeladim, I miss you.